tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Hello there, I'm Dylan, aka the Wise Sith, and today is the day after Revenge of the 5th. I know I was supposed to be making a video for yesterday, but I had to work late, so I never had a chance to sit down and record the stuff I've got from that Star Wars Day celebration. So if you want to see what I got it right here. So without further ado, let's see what I got. They were handing out some free, like, I guess, merch or something, because it was like a realty group, so called Empire, as you can see right there. They're local to Granbury, Texas, I believe. I don't know if they do anywhere else, but this is a free pin that they were just handing out. So all it does is it lights up just like that. That's all it was. So it was free. I did happen to get some wristbands. As you can see, it's got their company on there, and then each one has like different stuff on there. So you got a stormtrooper, and it says "May the Force be with you," with another stormtrooper and their business. Here's another one, which is "This is the way," and their business. I have two more right here. This one I got from last year's event, so I like this one better because it's black, classic colors. But that was one of those. Let me set this over here. They were handing out free stickers, so I ended up grabbing a few. Well, I grabbed like one of them because I was kind of afraid to grab more than one. I was afraid they were going to say, "Oh, you can't do that," you know. But when the event was over with, I went up there to the entrance and asked them if I could pick out more, and they said, "Oh yeah, go ahead. We have plenty left." I was like, "Okay, cool." So I ended up grabbing this Darth Vader sticker. So it's Field of Force. Pretty cool. This one right here is pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of some, like, I don't know what that artwork is called, where it's like different colors. I don't remember, but and it's like in shapes in a way. And then I got this one, and then I got three more, which I'll pop up on the screen right now. But anyway, I did manage to pick this thing up for $7. This dude had a booth with all of his CNC machined stuff, and he made this one as a last minute thing. He told me he combined the original poster. He said he added Chewbacca in there as well, as you can see, because in the original poster like that, it didn't have Chewbacca in there, so he added him in there. He added the Granbury Courthouse, of course, 2025, May the 4th, Granbury, Texas. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with that place, it's a pretty cool little town. It's starting to get a little busy, like Fort Worth, Texas area. It's kind of getting close to that traffic wise. But I picked that up for $7. That was just pretty neat. Now, the biggest thing I got, which was, I went over there and they had as you can see in the video that I posted Sunday, David Ankrum, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's apparently the voice of Wedge Antilles, and which I didn't know Wedge was dubbed. I didn't know exactly. I didn't even know his voice was dubbed over. So apparently he was really nice dude. Really nice dude. He was very kind. He was very, like, patient, you know, and really cool experience just to meet him. Sit there and talk about, like, how the filming was and what he did with, like, how they picked him to voice, I forgot the actor's name, the guy that plays Wedge, just to dub over his voice. Apparently he has like a Scottish accent or something like that, and there was something with his voice or something, the reason why he had to be dubbed over, I guess. I don't know. It was just different. But still, a piece of rubber band from one of those figures. Yeah. We just sat there. We stood there and talked for like, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes as we were getting photos done too. He didn't charge for photos, which was nice. You take as many photos or selfies with him as you want, which was honestly really kind of him. I did manage to get this. So he had, some like 8x10 photos of Wedge and some other photos as well, but I chose this one, and he says the line on him, Luke. So he put the quote on there and didn't charge extra for that. I thought that was really nice. I got this for $40, his autograph, and made it out to me. And there's his autograph, voice of Wedge. Yeah, it was just really cool. He also had these little plaques that had, I think one had the image of an X-Wing on there, and the other one had the image of his helmet. And they were just little tiny plaques. I think he was selling those for like $20, and you can get those signed by him. So that way, if you had one of these helmets, like Black Series or just any like replica helmet, or if you had a replica little model X-Wing of his X-Wing, you can get those plaques signed and stick it with it, which I thought was pretty cool too. But I didn't pick it up. I didn't really think about it. I wish I kind of did, but yeah, he was a really nice dude. They actually had, as you can see in the video last Sunday, they actually had his helmet sitting there, and you can sign up. You can enter to get a chance to win his signed autographed helmet. So it was a Black Series helmet, which was cool. But yeah, the only way you can get it was like you had to sign up. You had to scan the QR code, I believe, and then you had to fill out your information and such. And they announced the winner at the end of the event. I think, yeah, they announced the winner after the costume contest announcement. So, yeah, as you can see in the video, that stormtrooper, the guy that was dressed up as a stormtrooper, he won the costume contest. And then after they announced that, they announced the winner of the helmet. It was funny because like the person that won it was also named Dylan. So they said Dylan, and then I was like, oh crap. And then next minute they said different last name. I was like, oh man. But it is what it is. At least I got this autograph though, which is really nice to meet the dude in person. Very kind, very get to know you kind of vibes. But his wife was there apparently too, sitting next to him. I believe she's an author to like romance novels, and I think I overheard them talking about how they have there's a romance book that she has that was made into a Hallmark movie. Either out she made the book from a Hallmark movie, I can't remember, but it was one of the two. But yeah, that's basically all the stuff I got. It was just a free event to go to from the town over from a local town, and it was fun. There was like quite a few people there than there was last year, to be honest. Last year it was kind of small. It was in the square, but this year they had it like at this venue place that was like silos, barns, I guess they have like concerts and stuff there, and they also had a bar in there and get like alcoholic beverages and stuff, which I ended up getting a drink. I think it was called Ocean Water, and it was funny enough that the drink looked like it was blue milk. Thought that was perfect. It tasted so good though. I believe it was like blue raspberry, lemonade, and coconut rum. Yeah, that's what it was. But it was really good. But yeah, that's all the stuff I acquired on. Sorry, I'm blinding you. that's all the stuff I acquired from Star Wars Day Celebration in Granbury, Texas. So, if you are anywhere near Granbury, Texas, or you live in Texas, or even if you live in Granbury, Texas, and you don't know about this thing, they have it once a year. Ask the people if they're going to have it back at that venue place, which is called Warren's Backyard, and they said they are. So, if you're interested in coming, be sure to check it out next year. But it's small, but it'll grow eventually because this is their 3rd annual year. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more. And may the Force be with you always.